Jesus in all the Bible. In Genesis, Jesus is the seed of the woman. In Exodus, he's the Passover lamb. In Leviticus, he is the atoning sacrifice. In Numbers, he's the serpent lifted up in the wilderness. In Deuteronomy, he's the faithful prophet. In Joshua, he's the captain of the Lord's host. In Judges, he's the divine deliverer and the perfect judge. In Ruth, he is our kinsman redeemer. In 1 and 2 Samuel, he's the anointed one and the son of David. In 1 and 2 Kings, he's the promise keeper and the coming king. In 1 and 2 Chronicles, he's our reigning king and our deliverer. In Ezra, he's the restorer of the sanctuary. In Nehemiah, he's the restorer of his people. In Esther, he is the protector of his people. And in Job, he is our living personal redeemer. In Psalms, he's the praise of his people. In Proverbs, he's the wisdom of God. In Ecclesiastes, he is our true satisfaction. In Song of Solomon, he is our faithful bridegroom. In Isaiah, he's the suffering servant. In Jeremiah, he's the maker of the new covenant. In Lamentations, he's the man of sorrows. In Ezekiel, he's the glory of God. In Daniel, he's the fourth man in the furnace and the coming Messiah. In Hosea, he's the faithful husband. In Joel, he's the hope of his people. In Amos, he's the burden bearer. In Obadiah, he's the mighty judge and savior. In Jonah, he is the resurrected one. In Micah, he is our peace. In Nahum, he is our avenger. In Habakkuk, he is the holy God. In Zephaniah, he's the Lord who is mighty to save. In Haggai, he is the desire of all nations. In Zechariah, he's the righteous branch. In Malachi, he's the son of righteousness. In Matthew, he's the promised Messiah. In Mark, he's the powerful Messiah. In Luke, he's the friend of sinners. In John, he's the Son of God, who is also God. In Acts, he's the ascended Lord. Romans, he's our justifier and the believer's righteousness. In 1 and 2 Corinthians, he's our sanctifier and the God of all comfort. In Galatians, he is our safety from legalism. In Ephesians, he is the head of the church. In Philippians, he's the all-sufficient Christ. In Colossians, he is the fullness of divinity. In 1 and 2 Thessalonians, he is the returning king and the judge of all the earth. In 1 and 2 Timothy, he is our only mediator and our master. In Titus, he is our blessed hope. In Philemon, he's the one who paid our debt. In Hebrews, he is the great high priest. In James, he is life. In 1 Peter, he is the rock. In 2 Peter, he is the morning star. In 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, he is the word of life, the word of truth, and he is the way. In Jude, he is the king coming with all of his angels, and in Revelation, he is the King of kings and Lord of lords.